The resurgence of the Blue Wizards, Tolkien's vision of the Eastern Wizards. Welcome, fellow travelers of Middle-earth, to Hidden Kingdom. Today, we journey deep into the mists of Tolkien's legendarium to unravel one of its most elusive mysteries, the story of the Blue Wizards. These enigmatic figures, draped in sea blue robes and entrusted with a dangerous mission, have long intrigued fans of Middle-earth. Little is known of their paths in the East, and their fate remains shrouded in uncertainty. But what if we told you that there's more to their story than mere speculation? Tolkien himself hinted at a vision for these mysterious wanderers of the East. Join us as we uncover the tale of the Blue Wizards, their struggle against Sauron's shadow, and the possibility that they played a pivotal role in Middle-earth's ultimate fate. The story of the Blue Wizards begins with the arrival of the Istari. Sent by the Valar around the year 1000 of the Third Age, the Istari came at a time when the shadow of Sauron was rising, casting a pall across Middle-earth. Sauron's dark influence was spreading, and the Free Peoples faced imminent peril. Recognizing this threat, the Valar, the powerful beings who govern Arda, chose 5 emissaries from among the Maiar, their own divine ranks, to aid in Middle-earth's defense. These 5 would come to be known as the Istari: Saruman, the White Wizard; Gandalf, the Grey Pilgrim; Radagast, the Brown; and 2 Blue Wizards, whose paths lay in the mysterious lands of the East. Among the least understood of the Istari, the Blue Wizards carried a distinct purpose to venture into the Eastern realms, far from the lands we know through Bilbo, Frodo, and Aragorn, while Saruman, Gandalf, and Radagast remained closer to the western lands of Middle-earth. Alatar and Palando, as they were called, went east. And there, they became more than mere travelers. They became symbols of hope in a land shadowed by Sauron's growing power. When they first arrived, Alatar and Palando were cloaked in shimmering robes of sea blue, standing out as unique among the Istari. Though Tolkien never described these figures in great detail, their distinctive sea blue attire and their enigmatic purpose set them apart. Even among the Free Peoples of the West, they were figures of myth and legend, often mentioned only in passing. In Tolkien's works, we catch only fleeting glimpses of their mission, a tantalizing mystery left for readers to ponder. The tale of their journey to the East opens up vast realms of speculation. In Unfinished Tales, Tolkien suggests that the Blue Wizards were chosen for a unique purpose: to go where no others of the Istari could. They were tasked with aiding the Free Peoples of the East, those far beyond the reach of Gondor or Rohan, lands closer to the dominion of Mordor, and even the worship of the Dark Vala, Melkor. Though they were few in number and far from allies, these peoples were no less deserving of protection from Sauron's creeping influence. Alatar and Palando's mission was no simple one. They were charged with encouraging resistance to the Dark Lord in lands that had long been under his shadow. Yet, unlike Saruman and Gandalf, they did not come with the intent to wield dominion or authority. Their mission was far subtler. It was to offer guidance and to kindle hope where darkness seemed unbreakable. Alatar, the elder of the two, was a figure of noble bearing, whose voice inspired others to rally against despair. Palando, his devoted companion, brought compassion and wisdom to their cause, quietly strengthening the bonds between people. Yet, even in the early stages of their journey, the Blue Wizards knew they were walking a perilous path. As they ventured deeper into the East, they encountered lands steeped in shadow, where the influence of Sauron's agents and cults dedicated to Melkor cast a dark spell on the hearts of the people. They wandered through the vast plains of Rhûn and the desert sands of Harad, seeking to inspire unity and courage among the tribes, men and elves alike. Some resisted, while others were captivated by the lure of Sauron's dark promises. Still, Alatar and Palando persevered, weaving threads of hope amidst a fractured world. As they traveled, the Blue Wizards would have come across strange and powerful forces, echoes of the ancient days, where spirits and creatures of Melkor's era lingered. Tolkien's imagination hints at the dark practices that survived in these lands: Melkor worship, secret cults, and forbidden lore, all of which cast an intimidating shadow over the Blue Wizards' mission. And while Tolkien never gave us detailed accounts of the events that transpired in these realms, he did leave us clues to imagine the challenges they faced. The lands of the East were not only perilous, but foreign to all but the Blue Wizards. Here, Tolkien hints at a society deeply influenced by Melkor's ancient corruption. The East was a place where Sauron's minions stirred discord, fear, and division among the free peoples. In their efforts, Alatar and Palando encountered treacherous warlords, ancient tribes with their own lore, and a landscape marked by both natural and supernatural perils. They traveled through dense jungles, across vast deserts, and through barren wastelands, each one a reminder of the land's forgotten histories and the power of Melkor's lingering influence. Their mission was not without danger. The temptations of dark power in the East were great, and rumors even circulated that Alatar and Palando may have fallen from their purpose. Some believed they succumbed to the allure of power, founding secret cults or teaching forbidden knowledge. The lands they crossed were steeped in dark sorcery, where ancient magic lay hidden, and where some believed the Blue Wizards might have been corrupted following Saruman's tragic example. Yet there are other clues that suggest a different fate. In Unfinished Tales, Tolkien left subtle hints that Alatar and Palando may have resisted Sauron's influence. Unlike Saruman, they did not seek dominion or personal power. They had been chosen not for their strength alone, but for their moral fortitude and their unshakable commitment to aiding others. Their mission was too vital to abandon, and they knew that any lapse could result in disaster for the free peoples. The fact that their names faded from Western history does not mean they failed. It could mean they succeeded, but were forgotten. As the years passed, their influence began to ripple across the Eastern realms. Tribes that once lived in fear began to resist the influence of Sauron's agents, inspired by the quiet courage of the Blue Wizards. In time, the Blue Wizards' influence united tribes, kindled a desire for freedom, and made Sauron's dominion less certain. Alatar and Palando were not figures of brute force, but of quiet resilience, and through their wisdom, a resistance movement grew. Though it would never reach the West, this unseen battle helped ease the strain on the forces fighting Sauron in lands we know. In the twilight of his life, Tolkien reflected on these two enigmatic characters. His musings on the Blue Wizards became more complex, suggesting he saw in them a potential to reshape Middle-earth's future. Tolkien even reimagined them in a bold new light, renaming Alatar and Palando as Marinar and Ramo. These names carried symbolic titles, Darkness Slayer and East Helper, reflecting their purpose. They were envisioned not merely as wanderers but as champions of the East. No longer did they exist on the periphery of Middle-earth's history. In Tolkien's reimagining, Marinar and Ramo became central figures in the struggle against the darkness. According to this vision, Marinar and Ramo had journeyed to Middle-earth even before the Third Age began, arriving nearly 3 millennia before the other Istari. They arrived in secret, tasked with countering Sauron's influence at a time when his power was still on the rise. Clad in their robes of sea blue, they wandered through the unknown, facing ever greater dangers with a steadfast resolve. Their mission became more than simply offering counsel. It was to break Sauron's hold on the East. From the desert sands of Harad to the shadowed forests of Rhûn, Marinar and Ramo's mission spanned landscapes foreign to the free peoples of the West. They ventured to places where Sauron's agents held sway and dark magic festered. Their journey took them to the edges of civilization, where ancient evils slept and where Sauron's influence grew unchecked. They fought to ignite hope where despair reigned and forged alliances among the divided peoples of the East, binding them against the shadow. Yet their struggles were far from over. Ancient lore speaks of dark powers in these regions, powers whose roots went as far back as Melkor himself. The Blue Wizards encountered forces beyond Sauron's immediate influence, ancient beings of shadow who saw in them a threat to the Old Order. Yet through their courage, they weakened Sauron's grip and diverted his attention, making the path to Mordor slightly more passable. And so, as Frodo and the Fellowship journeyed through Middle-earth, the Blue Wizards' efforts were indirectly aiding their mission. By stirring rebellion in the East, Marinar and Ramo created enough unrest to draw away Sauron's forces. This subtle weakening of Sauron's power allowed the Ringbearer to move closer to Mount Doom, relatively unnoticed. In this way, the Blue Wizards played a critical, if unseen, role in the success of the Free Peoples. Today, their legacy remains one of mystery and inspiration. Though their fates are unknown and their names have faded from history, the Blue Wizards stand as a testament to the quiet courage that Tolkien so valued. Their journey through the Shadowed East, their silent battle against Sauron, and their dedication to Middle-earth's freedom remain an inspiring story of resilience, hope, and unsung heroism. Thank you for joining us on Hidden Kingdom. Remember to subscribe for more journeys through the forgotten tales of Middle-earth, and let us know what you think of the Blue Wizard's legacy in the comments below. Until next time, may the light of Eärendil guide you through the shadowed paths.